I know. Anime Donut Senpai, why does this video have an absurdly long title? That's because the best shows always have the longest titles. Take that time I got reincarnated as a slime, for example, or Do You Love Your Mom and Her 2-hit multi-target attacks, as an example. And what do these animes have in common? Yup, an overpowered MC. Overpowered MCs always make a show better because who doesn't like watching a single man take out an entire army? What's better is when they actually act weak and then BAM! Explosion! And I know why you watch these shows. It's because you're weak, pretending to be overpowered. So let me give you some more anime to binge. Welcome to Anime Donut, where we bring you a lot of anime news and lists. Please do refrain from playing with our hole. Number 10, War God System, I'm Counting on You. Kicking off our list is an anime that might get some flack from the rest of you, but bring it on. I'm here for the smoke because I have the power of God and China on my side. Yep, War God System is a Chinese anime, and safe to say you won't be clowning on these Chinese anime anymore. The animation is more like a manhwa than an anime, but it hits so hard. We get to see An Lin, who cultivates and becomes the most overpowered person in the spiritual world, but not before Chinese Santa throws him into a cloud. Although you do need to focus on the subs a lot more and have to activate that weeb Sharingan, it's totally worth it. Sometimes An Lin does become stupidly overpowered when he reaches the 4th stage after one night. At least Rimuru took some time to become a demon lord, but An Lin just does it in a snap. And do you know why I didn't mention any other characters? Because I can't pronounce their names without getting cancelled. Number 9, My Isekai Life. I gained a 2nd character class and became the strongest sage in the world. Instead of me getting cancelled, let's just move on to the next anime. My Isekai Life. I gained a 2nd character class and became the strongest sage in the world. Yep, the title is basically the synopsis at this point, so why do I even bother explaining it to you? With probably the longest title of an anime known to man, this isn't just your normal isekai. No, this is that time I got reincarnated and made a slime army. This man, instead of being an assassin or hero, decides to become Snow White and befriend almost every creature he sees. Before, he was just an overworked corporate slave, and now he owns a bunch of monster slaves. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. But you know what the best thing is about this show? The slimes have names. We have Sora, Higasora, Pekesora, Sorahapa, Meusora, and Sorapachi. Sorapachi is just Slime Kenpachi at this point. It's got amazing action and yep, an OP MC. Number 8, the Irregular at Magic High School. This guy is just like you. He's quiet, acts cool, and when someone messes with him, he instantly shows why he's the MC. Except that you're just quiet and awkward. Who knew that the discrimination is still there in the 21st century? Am I right? Right! In first high school, they separate students into blooms and weeds. No, not weebs, weeds. Tatsuya is a weed, while his sister is a bloom, and he just proved that even if you know magic, you can never defeat a gun. America style, baby. Bro even saved the school from a terrorist attack. He is literally so overpowered in every sense possible that in the entire show, he has not lost. But incest. Yeah, there are definitely hints of his sister having a thing for him, and there was one episode in the Visitor arc that was completely sus. Overall, it's just
bang, 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 bang.
So if you don't want to go bang, 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 leave a comment, subscribe, and like this video. Number 7, the Eminence In Shadow. We're back with I Am Atomic. That never gets old. Give the sound director a raise because he needs to do it again. You might be thinking the MC in Eminence In Shadow doesn't act weak at all, but if you actually watch the show, you'll realize that when he's not being a badass boss of Shadow Garden, he's just like a normal person. The animation for this anime is wild, and best of all, harem. Harem, anybody? I did not expect the number of waifus this show added to my list. Sid also is just a badass. Even when he wasn't leading an organization full of killer women, he was already beating up bikers as a normal guy. Eminence In Shadow took the internet by storm, and it's not stopping anytime soon because a second season is about to come out. I mean, hey, what's not to love about a guy who keeps making things up so he'll be the coolest person in the room? Number 6, So I'm a Spider. So what? You know it's good when it has 2 so's in its title. Yeah, what if she's a spider? So what? You got a problem? The author is just a genius because when I saw that title, I immediately checked out what it was about. And they weren't kidding when they said the MC is a spider. How unlucky do you have to be for your entire class to be reincarnated as heroes and you become one of the weakest mobs of all time? But she doesn't stay that way for long because she turns into a menace. The way they also give us 2 perspectives is really good. Like when we see things through her perspective, she's just a cute old spider. But when we go to the point of view of humans, she looks terrifying. Like, come on, look at her. She doesn't start overpowered, but as the series goes on, she becomes a menace. Number 5, Mob Psycho 100. And you know who's even a bigger menace? This guy. Sure, he looks like what Saitama would look like if he was a nerdy middle schooler, but do not underestimate this kid, because when he goes berserk, it's best if you weren't the one who made him that way. He's essentially Anime Hulk, but instead of turning into a green monster, he just activates his psychic powers and obliterates any opponent in front of him. Do not be turned off by the animation. The art style isn't cool, but when the action starts, Mob Psycho 100 puts most anime to shame. It is godly, especially if the emotion he's feeling is rage. And what does this overpowered psychic killing machine want in life? Well, surprisingly, it's to be a normal kid and get noticed by his crush. Wholesome. Very wholesome indeed. Mob Psycho 100 will blow your expectations away, so please watch it. Number 4, The Devil is a Part-Timer. What if, just hear me out, Satan was the McDonald's drive-thru cashier you met when you ordered your 5th Big Mac this week? Well, that's true for Devil is a Part-Timer, but Satan just works at McDonald's. Because do you know what's scarier than a demon king taking over the world? Yep, copyright strike. Satan was defeated by a hero and was reverse isekai'd into our world. Without any power or money, my boy decides that the best way to conquer the world is to climb the ranks of the fast food chain and become the best fast food employee there is. But other than struggling to pay rent when he shows his true self, let's just say, pray that the world isn't going to end. This is the most realistic isekai I've ever seen because we can all relate to Satan. And heck, I even sometimes cheer for him whenever he's working. Number 3, Plunderer. Do we finally have a good pirate anime other than One Piece? Well, sad to break it to you, but there ain't no pirates in this show. But there is an overpowered MC. In the world of Plunderer, there is a ranking system where the lower your number, the closer to garbage you are. Now, our main character here is liked, and even though his number is negative, he's still badass. He just puts on a mask, and I don't know why everybody didn't notice him. I mean, how many white-haired dudes are in this show for you to not realize he's a legendary hero? Well, when he does show it, he turns Super Saiyan, and his power level is over 9,000! But come on, bro needs to pick a different mask because that one is just hella ugly. Number 2, One Punch Man. Now here comes the father of Mob Psycho. Don't quote me on that, I just make random stuff up. We all know One Punch Man. We all know how he became so overpowered that he can no longer grow any hair. And we all know that even when he looks like an egg and wears a hoodie that has Oppai written on the front, he is the epitome of overpowered. Even when he's not serious, he just one punches everything. Nobody takes him seriously because, come on, would you? This show has a legendary reputation. I can't say anything else because almost everyone is familiar with it. If you've been living under a rock and don't know what it is, just go watch it and you'll finally join us in wondering when the next season will air. Number 1, Mushoku Tensei. Before you haters burn me in the comments, let me tell you something. Mushoku Tensei is one of the best isekai out there. And let me explain. This show is literally named the grandfather of isekai because every isekai anime out there took inspiration from it. The world building is insane because they not only have 1, but 6 languages. And they actually speak it differently. Rudius, apart from being a pervert, is one of the most relatable MCs I've encountered. Rudius is overpowered, but he doesn't show it off, especially when he has the disease that brings the terror of hearts to men: erectile dysfunction. You actually get to see the characters have flaws, and they're working on it. The emotions are there, the storytelling is on point, and the animation is just amazing. It does everything so well you can't help but feel like you're involved in the story itself. That's why it's at the top of our list. So that's our top 10 anime where the MC is overpowered but pretends to be weak until revealing his power. I know we didn't get every single anime because obviously it's a top 10, but what do you think should be on this list? Well, let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more videos like this one. Do it, or you'll have ED. That's it for this one. Anime Donut, rolling out.